Hello everyone, Cortex here, and before I dive in, I just wanted to give a little update on the channel for anyone interested, but if you don't give a shit, skip to this point in the video right here. Anywho, I had planned a couple of Halloween themed videos, but unfortunately I left it too late, so I'll shelve those for next Halloween, or alternatively, if you'd still like to see them this year, I can release those this week. Just let me know in the comments below, and we'll see. Also, I will soon be releasing a huge collab with my good buddy Switch. Currently, the video is finished. I'm just correcting some audio and overall quality of the video, but I am very excited to get it out. If you want to guess in the comments below what this video is, here's a hint. The game was made by this company. Stock roar. And finally, I had to put a hold on my Twinsanity review for now, but don't panic, I should have it out in the coming weeks, and in between then and now I'll focus on making some videos like this one and more. P.S. Let me know what else you'd like to see on the channel and I'll get to work on that also. Hugs and kisses, lots of love boo boo, on with the video. So, as the title suggests, I'm going to look at some of the toughest Crash Bandicoot time trials across the games. Now, before I begin, I will only be looking at 1 to 2 levels per game, and I won't be talking about dev relics, as that's another kettle of fish entirely. Fish? Finally, I'm going to avoid these games' toughest levels also, as that feels a little too obvious. Also, if you enjoy the video, let me know and I'll make a part 2. So, to start off, we've got the lab in the Crash 1 remake. Now, it goes without saying, the addition of time trials in Crash 1 and 2 within the Insane trilogy is a welcomed addition. However, it's very clear these games and their levels weren't designed with speed in mind. And in no other level in Crash 1 is this more apparent, to me anyways, than in the lab. And it all simply comes down to the sheer number of obstacles and hazards in our way. Going through this level, Crash 1 was designed for the player to take their time, and in the lab, we've got so many trigger boxes to worry about, as well as timing things right, as everything in this level is synchronized, if that makes sense. If you stop for a single second to wait on any of the electric gates, say goodbye to the Platinum Relic, as chances are it's just not happening. Moving on. And this isn't in order of the game's release or anything, so keep that in mind, but we've got Gold Rush from the Wrath of Cortex. The main problems within this level stem from the fact that it's the longest level in the game, and it has so many monkey bar reel sections, and there's no easy way to cheese them. You can't really rely on the Aku Aku glitch, as there are only 2 or 3 Aku Aku crates throughout the level, and the opportunity to damage yourself to make use of the glitch doesn't present itself often, leaving you no other choice but to just slowly climb across them or to try and tornado spin past them, but good luck, as this is easier said than done. Next up, we've got Papu's Pyramid in CTR. As you all know, breaking every crate in a time trial in CTR gives you minus 10 seconds from your overall time, but doing this, especially on this track for me personally, was not fun. And as you all know, if you mess up on a Platinum Relic run, you're gonna have to restart, so a lot of rage can build up if you mess things up right at the end of the final lap. Especially after several failed attempts. It's just not rewarding by the time you beat it. Number D, we've got Toxic Tunnels in Crash 4 It's About Time. And good lord, this one is tricky. You could be absolutely flawless in your run, but if you haven't timed the level right, as in the cycles throughout the level, it's just not gonna happen. Now I know I said I'd refrain from just picking the toughest levels from each game as it was too obvious. However, I'd argue while this one is certainly one of the toughest It's About Time has to offer, Cortex Castle is more difficult for me personally. Anyways, the trickiest bit for me are these rotating wheel sections. I find myself constantly slipping up here, which just adds to the frustration when you don't learn from your mistakes and keep making those same mistakes over and over again, but I did get it eventually. In the next spot, we've got Piston It Away in Crash 2. Do I even need to explain why? I mean, as I said, when talking about the lab, Crash 1 and Crash 2 were not designed with speed in mind, and it really shows in levels like Piston It Away. I can't tell you how many times I died stupidly to the robots in this level, and if it wasn't that, it was the shrink rays. I was constantly forgetting to spin them away, and then what's more painful is getting stuck behind one of those pistons and having to wait for it to slowly lower down. That last one isn't actually all that bad. You can still get the Platinum Relic, but when you get stuck behind these, it's fair to say you kind of freak out and shit yourself just a little bit. Lastly, I've got two from Warped, and the first one is Hog Raid. The Platinum Relic and Hog Raid can go and smoke a hog's dick for all I care, because good lord, this one is just frustrating. The time allowed is very, very tight, and even when you let the other racers drive on, you still have to be flawless in your race lane. One mess up and you may as well start over. I remember tackling this for the first time, and I kid you not, it took me a good 45 minutes at the very least to beat it. And in that time, I got to the finish line a ridiculous number of times, having failed. So yeah, enjoy that. Finally, we've got Future Tense, the Insane Trilogy Warped DLC level. Now, first things first, this level was very challenging to get the Platinum Relic, but by God, it was fun. The trouble arises somewhere in the middle of the level. You know, when you're bombarded by absolutely everything, you've got the rotating platforms, the rockets, countless robots, lasers, the sea urchin things, just everything all at once. It can be very tricky to get through this middle section, and what's worse is when you do, if you let yourself slow down just before the finish line, then the Platinum Relic ditched your dinner for 2 days because you took too long. And well, that's it folks. That is my pick of some of the toughest time trials to beat in Crash Bandicoot. If you'd like to see a part 2, let me know in the comments below. Did any of your hardest time trials make my list? Did I leave any out that you think should have been included in the first video? Let me know. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to get a free old man on a free Platinum Relic in any Crash level of your choice. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Now, I'm off to find out how many Big Macs I can fit up my bum bum.